figuring out note names on the treble staff. We've learned that music notes are written on 5 lines and 4 spaces, called a staff. We've learned that the treble clef sign helps us by circling around the G line. The lines and spaces have letter names. The lines are E, G, E, B, F. Spaces are F, A, C, and E. Notice that we go forwards through the alphabet as we move up the staff from bottom to top. E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. And we go backwards through the alphabet as we move down the staff from top to bottom. F, E, B, C, B, A, G, F, E. There are 2 steps to figuring out a note's name. First, we need to know if the note is a line note or a space note. A line note has a line going through the note head, the round part. The head of a space note sits in between the lines. If it's a line note, we think egbdf, or whatever sentence you choose, like every good burger deserves fries. If it's a space note, we think FACE. We say our mnemonic as we count up from the bottom of the staff until we reach the note. This is a line note, so we're going to think every good burger deserves fries. Every good burger deserves. So this note is D. This note is a space note, so we're going to think face. Start on the bottom space, F, A. So this note is A. Now I'll lead you through some examples. Remember, the first step is it a line note or a space note? Let's take a look at this whole note that's sitting on the staff. Does it have a line running through it? It sure does. That means it's a line note. So we're going to think EGBDF. Every good boy does fine. Every good burger deserves fries. Empty garbage before dad flips, whichever one you're using. I'm going to use every good boy does fine. So we start at the bottom of the staff on that first line, and we see our mnemonic counting up, always, always, always from bottom to top, and stopping when we get to our note. Every good. So we stop right here. This note is G. Okay, let's take a look at this half note. Remember, the first thing we have to figure out, is it a line note or a space note? Do you see the line running right through the head? There it is. So again, we're going to think EGBDF. Start from the bottom, always, 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 bottom to top, and do your mnemonic, stopping when you get to the note. Every. Well, gosh, that means this note is E. All right, let's take a look at this quarter note. Have you noticed so far that we've used 3 different value notes? 3 different rhythm values. We've used a whole note, a half note, and a quarter note. What kind of a rhythm value note you use doesn't make a difference. Any rhythm value note can have any note name. It simply depends on where on the staff it sits. If it's got a line running through it, it's a line note, whether it's a quarter note or a half note or a whole note or 16th notes or 8th notes or any of those. So let's take a look. This is a space note. We can tell because there's no line running through it. So for space notes, we think FACE. Start on that bottom space and say FACE as we always, always, always go bottom to top. F, well, that was easy. This note is an F. Ooh, another quarter note. Let's see if it's a line note or a space note. Oh, it's a line note. It's got a line running right through it. So line notes are egbdf. Every good boy does. That quarter note is a D. Here's a half note. Let's check it out. Line note or space note. Does it have a line running through it? Nope, it's sitting in between. So it is a space note. So we think F, A, C, E. That half note is an E. Ooh, here's a whole note. Let's see if it's a line note or a space note. Does it have a line running through it? No, it does not. So it too is a space note. It sits in between the lines. So we think F, A, C. That whole note is a C. Okay, half note, line note or space note? It's a line note. So we're going to go every good boy does fine. That half note is an F. Here's a quarter note. Line note or space note? Yep, there's that line running right through the head. So we're going to think every good boy. That quarter note is a B. Here's a whole note. Line note or space note? No line going through it. Must be a space note. F, A. The whole note is an A. Remember, the letter name of the note depends on the line or space where the note head sits. It has nothing to do with the rhythm value of the note, like whole note, half note, or quarter note. Any rhythm value can have any letter name.